Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we have another awesome Megami device kit to take a look at. This is the Sugumi Kanagata kit, where we have an amazing kit for the body and a very epic, amazing design here for her backpack unit as well. So there's a lot of kit to go over in today's review, but I'm really excited about this one. It's another really great design, to be honest. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So we'll start off by just taking a quick look at the box and all of its contents inside for Sugumi Kanagata here. It's number A5 in the Megami Device Aegis collaborative line. As you can see, this is in the very large size box, and we got a very nice image of Sugumi there with the gloss for the illustration and the flat matte background. Here is a close-up look at the illustration, and it looks very nice there as always. Over here for our character bio, it says that she's an actress who is also a rising Bishoujo plastic modeler. Her high agility and firepower make her an ideal character for beginners. In in-game events, she appears with Soul Raptor, creating a deep connection with her and the Megami Device series. Got some credits here on the box for the illustration and the character design. Going on to the side of the box here, just the same information and illustration as what's on the front. On the bottom of the box here is where we'll have some images of what the kit is going to look like. Of course, this is the fully painted version, but it will see some front and back images there. The unarmored version of her with basically just different legs on her. Doesn't have the mecha legs, but there's with the backpack. With the cannon mode there for the backpack with those massive effect parts on there as well. Very cool look to this with that sword and shield as well. On the top side of the box, we got to look at our face options, which are not all that exciting. It looks like the decals and stickers there, and then here's a look at exactly how the kit is going to look just straight built up out of the box without any paint or anything, so you can get an idea of the color separation. The list price for this kit coming in at 9,500 yen, which is pretty high, but as you can see, it's a very large box. Opening up the box, we're going to have a ton of runners here, and we'll go through all of those in just a minute, but there's like your hair parts, body parts, we got some gold parts in here as well. And finally, here's the manual, and you do also have a code card here for if any of you guys actually play this game and you'd like this code. It does say that it's for use in Japan only, but if any of you guys can use that, there you go, you can go ahead and use that. I'm not going to use it. Here's our foil stickers in here as well, which is pretty rare for Megami devices or Kotobukiya kits in general to come with foil stickers. You also have some waterside decals, which is mostly for the eyes, but you do have a couple of cool logos included on there as well, which look pretty awesome. And of course, the manual, which just features the same artwork as what's on the front of the box. There on the front, you just have the logos there on the back. On the inside, some more Aegis information, just poses here of the kit showing off the different accessories and different posing things that you can do with that. It's a great reference for if you guys need some inspiration for how you might want to pose the kit. Of course, got our parts list here on the next page before we get into the construction of it, and that's going to be the majority of the manual here. Of course, once you get through building all the equipment and the weapons and everything there, at the very back we have our color and decal guide there. So there's all your colors and just decal guide, again mostly for the eyes, but there's a couple of decals that'll go around on the kit, so this will show you where those are placed. Alright, here's a look at those pre-painted faces, and we'll see them on the kit in just a moment. We also have some pre-painting on some parts here for the body, a little bit of yellow on these black parts, and some yellow on these white parts there, those for the head, and some yellow striping on these skirt parts here as well. And then of course we've got plenty of different hand options with this kit, closed fist, open hands, multiple different types of holding hands. And then your more fun ones, the peace sign hands and pointing fingers, those are always good. A runner here is going to be our hair parts, which as you can see is in a kind of reddish orange color. Runner B is just going to be our skin tone parts for the kit, of which there's really not all that many. We've also got an U runner here, which we're going to use for the arm for the base. Runner F is going to be our other base parts here, also in a clear bluish green color. Same thing with runner O and also runner N. These are just all our connection pieces for the backpack. And here on runner N2 as well. Runner V, which we have two of, is going to be in clear yellow for some more effect parts. Same thing here for the T runner, which is those very nice effect parts for the wing kind of effects. Now getting into some of the white parts here, runner C2 is some of our armor panels. Runner I1, we've got two of these for some more of our white armor. Also got runner I2, two of those as well. Runner U is our shield piece. Runner P here is going to be in yellow for some of our accents. And our other runner P here is also in yellow for some of the weapons parts there, it looks like. Runner Q here, some more parts in yellow, we got two of those. Runner C1 is some more parts in an off-white kind of color. Same thing here with runner J. Runner D is in a very dark navy gray color. Same thing for runner E for a bunch of our joint parts. Same thing for runner H1 here, we got 2 of those. And also runner H2 for a couple more pieces. Runner D is more parts in that dark navy gray color. Same thing here for runner G. Also our Z runner for basically wrist joints and stuff is there also in that dark gray. Runner R here in molded gold looks very nice. We got 2 of those. Runner K is in a light tannish gray color, and we've got 2 of this K runner for a bunch of the mechanical parts. Same thing here for runner L as well, and we've also got 2 of these. Runner M1 for some more mechanical parts in that light gray. Also runner M2, we got 2 of those. Runner S is in a molded silver, and it looks very nice as well. Runner W is in a kind of pale yellow color for the sword blade, it looks like. And that's everything. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the box. Let's go ahead and get it all put together. Alright guys, here's the kit all built up, just in its basic form here before we put everything on it, because there's a bunch of stuff that goes on this kit. The transformation basically going from the unarmored mode to the armor mode is not too much. Basically you just change the parts for the head and then you just change the legs. But yeah, that being said, there is a ton of stuff in this kit and a ton of detail, fantastic color separation between the parts, and just a lot to like about this kit, so let's go ahead and get right into it. As you can see, the included base works very nicely, but we do also have an alternate arm piece for that, which we're going to use for the more armored version, because this one obviously is going to be a bit more substantial. But in the case you just want to display the figure simply, you have that very normal Megami device style base there. Like I mentioned about the color separation, this is all just straight out of the box. You either have pre-printed yellow or these like separate yellow parts. Even down here for the thigh, that's like white, yellow, layered on top of each other to give you that nice color separation there for those pieces as part of the thigh. This is a sticker here on the center of the back, but otherwise just really nice detail all throughout this kit. Down here on the feet, those aren't quite as much detailed, but these are obviously the sections of the kit that we're going to be swapping off here in just a minute. Here is what one of the leg sections looks like. So again, really nice color separation. There is some sticker though. So here, this white and black and yellow section here, that is going to be a sticker. This actual piece here on the front is just white. So the yellow and black stripes on there basically is just what you need a sticker for. But in some very nice detail, just showing some of the articulation of the leg. Here you have the claws down here at the bottom. This whole section can kind of open up, and then you can close these around sort of like they can grab onto stuff, which is really cool. That said, if for some reason you want to have the kit like standing on these feet, they're not really going to be ideal for that. I think you probably could pull it off, but if you have these legs on there, I would basically just not count on the kit standing up. You just have to keep it on the base. But easy enough, just swap those out. You just pull off the leg there and put that on. Obviously gonna be longer than just your standard leg there as well. And then we have the gigantic backpack unit with your 4 main sections, the 2 large ones up top and these 2 smaller sections down here below. This will just basically just plug onto the back of the kit, and then you can plug this onto a base. Now this is all color separated, so there's not any stickers color correcting any of these like striping bits, so this is just all really nice color separation going on there. Like I said, with this we can just pop this right onto her back. And with these clear green arm sections here on the back, you can move these parts all over the place. You can adjust them left, right, forward, back, up, down. You can adjust these, basically the points of articulation all over throughout these bits, so you can move things around as needed. And then we've got her accessories, including this very cool gun with those clear parts in there looking very nice. You will have some seam lines on there, but just a very cool design. This part here at the front does move a little bit up and down, but really that's going to be kind of the only moving part with this. Basically just a long rifle that does look very cool. You've got 2 of these kind of like claw weapons. They look like they should open and close, but they kind of don't. They're kind of sort of like just melee weapons, claw, sword, things that you just hold in the hand. Actually, they're meant for like an underhanded grip like that. And so you've got one for the left and one for the right, so they're going to be opposites, but these are really cool just melee weapons as well. But you do also have her sword and shield, which are combined together here. The sword just connects into the back of the shield, so you can pull that out on its own. That looks really cool, just very interesting design for that. And the shield as well, obviously not going to give you much coverage here on the front. It's not very large, but it is quite long, with it being about 11 centimeters in length compared to the body of the Megami device. As you can see, it is pretty long, it is quite large. This one as well, you're just going to hold in the hand by this handle here, and that can rotate left and right. Unfortunately, no way to like plug this onto the side of the arm, which would have been preferable, so it's just something you just have to hold in the hand, which is going to make it, I think, a little bit inconvenient to hold. It would have been nice for this to be just something that you can attach onto the side of the arm and then still use the hand. But regardless, it's still a very cool looking weapon, especially with the sword stored up in there like that. To change out the hair parts, just need to pull off the front of the head, hair parts like that. And there is actually a middle piece here that will kind of go between them. So you plug that together and plug that back onto there like that, and now she's very spiky all over the place. But then there's more. We of course have alternative neck pieces in case you wanted to plug a Frame Arms Girl head or a Figma head onto this kit, or plug this at the head of this kit onto a Figma or something. You can do that with these optional neck parts there. And then we've got effect parts. We've got 2 of these. Now these can be used out the boosters of the backpack. You have to use a couple of these clear green connection pieces just to make that connection long enough to reach, but then that will be able to fit up inside here for a kind of blast effect out of the backpack like so. But you can also use these with the rifle using a different adapter piece on the end of there like that, and then just plugging that on the end of the rifle. Now it is going to be a bit weird because it's a green clear effect part and then this like kind of orange color, so colors don't match, which is strange, but it still looks pretty cool for an effect part on that. Then of course we do also have these very awesome looking effect parts here for the backpack, which I'll install in just a moment. You can see how these look, but just the effect part itself looks fantastic, so I can't wait to see how this looks on the kit. Lastly, you just have your plethora of different hand option parts, giving you all sorts of options with those, and then of course our alternate face option parts, which aren't really giving us a wide range of expressions for this kit unfortunately, but we got the basics covered, just smiling happy faces essentially. But alright, so let's go ahead and get into some posing here with this kit, and as you guys will see, there's just a lot of really great options that you have between the different accessories that are the different handheld accessories, the rifle, the sword, the shield, those other melee weapons that we have, and then of course everything going on our back, all those different parts there, how you can use the effect parts for those, and you can use the effect parts for turning those backpack parts around and using them as cannons. And there's just a lot that you can do with this kit, which is really awesome. It's one of the reasons why I love the Megami device line, is that there's always so much that you can do with the kits with just what you have in the box. This kit really reminds me a lot of the Shitara Kanashia kit, just because it's kind of similar, how it has a lot of really cool accessories and very similar kind of accessories to this, and also a lot of functional stuff that you can do with the backpack. There's just kind of a lot going on with the kit. It does take a little bit to pose just because there is so much going on with the kit. It takes you a few minutes to kind of get everything lined up the way that you want, but it holds a pose really well. I've not experienced any weight issues with this. With the rifle, with the effect parts attached onto the end of it, it does get a little bit heavy for the shoulder, but you could very easily just tighten that up with just a little piece, put a little piece of tape or something inside that shoulder joint or something would be all you really need to just tighten that up a little bit, just to not have to worry about it, but it really wasn't that bad at all. All in all, really just a very awesome kit that comes with a ton of stuff. The only thing that I wish that this kit had was a little bit more variety in the faces. The faces just are not as exciting as other kits in the line, but of course they're compatible, so you can swap them out if there's a different kit that has other face options that you might prefer. You just check the compatibility between you. There's a good chance that you should be able to use it with this one if that was something that you wanted to change about it. But anyway guys, this is a very big kit that comes with a ton of stuff, but there's so much that you can do with it. I really highly recommend this kit to you guys. And of course, if you want to check out this one or any of the different Megami device kits and everything from Kotobukiya, we've got all that at USA Gundam Store for you guys. The link to USA Gundam Store will be down in the video description below, so you can check that out. Definitely let me know your guys' thoughts on the kits, as when this kit was first announced, I honestly didn't really think the design was as appealing to me as other ones in the line, but actually now having built it and worked with it, I do really quite like it a lot, so let me know what you guys think of this particular release. But as always guys, thank you so much for just checking out the video. If you'd like to like the video or comment or subscribe, that's all greatly appreciated. Thank you all so much for the support. Until next time, hope you're all having a great day. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.